completely different.
Whoa! Happy Hot Topic!
What the hell is going on with Kristin Cavallari?
But that was like my introduction to just shadiness.
Kristin Cavallari is getting honest about her past relationships.
Have you noticed that Kristin Cavallari, because she's kind of middle-aged, if she would have lived to 74, right now she's 36, 37, so she's literally middle-aged. Hopefully she lives to 120. But what I'm saying to you is she's becoming that bitter old woman where all she's doing, she was trashing Scott Disick yesterday. Ever since she broke up with that boy toy, she's just gone down a bad road. But ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, she needs to stop talking about all these guys. She's doing the Brianna Chicken Fry, Grace O'Malley thing of talking about all these different guys, even though I don't need the man. That's all I'm talking about. What are you doing?
The very Cavallari star opened up on the November 26th episode of her podcast, Let's Be Honest, about her past romance with Nick Lachey.
Oh, that's such a relevant name. Might as well talk about, like, Jesse McCartney,
who she dated shortly after his 2006 divorce from Jessica Simpson.
Yeah, she was the definition of a rebound.
Brody and I broke up and I dated Nick Lachey. And this was a wild time in my life.
Because now I got nothing going on. So I have to talk about things from literally 20 years ago. This would be equivalent to someone in 2005 talking about something in 85. It's outdated, and I'm living in the past.
Wild time in my life because I was overnight on the cover of every tabloid.
I find accents fascinating. Why does someone from Chicago talk like me? And then with her, why does every blonde girl talk like this?
I had so many paparazzi following my every move, waiting outside of my house.
That's what happens when you're famous.
According to Kristin, she was 18 or 19 when she began dating the 98 Degrees frontman, and his newly single status at the time put a major spotlight on her.
He had just, gotten a divorce from Jessica Simpson, so this was like the biggest thing.
Oh my God. So you saw this like really famous guy that wanted to bang you because he was on a rebound, and you're like, this is what'll keep me famous because I really don't have any talent besides trashing other men.
In 2000 and must have been like 2006.
This story is a freshman in college. You know what I'm saying? I love doing that with math. This is such old news, Kristin. You've become a middle-aged catwoman. Just get the cat and stop the podcast. You're coming off better.
And it was a wild ride.
Kristin noted
Yeah, it was a good ride. Up and down and around and around.
That at the time, media and photographers would compare her to the With You singer and accused her of stealing
Here's the difference. Kristin Cavallari is like pretty and a good talker, but doesn't really have any redeeming talent. Jessica Simpson, say what you will, she can't sing. So by comparing them, it doesn't really work because one actually has talent.
Noted that at the time, media and photographers would compare her to the With You singer and accused her of stealing Jessica's style and red carpet poses.
There's like 4 poses you can do on a red carpet. Like, what are you, my hand on my hip? You think I'm stealing her poses? Like,
Oh my God, I'm so desperate. This would be like if Ryan Hoppe were to talk about his ex-fiance from 8 years ago. You come off so better, Kristin.
what?
Kristin's brief encounter with the Love is Blind host also taught her a big lesson about Hollywood. She recounted a time when a friend sold a picture of her and Nick to the tabloids.
I know I just trashed Kristin for 3.5 minutes, but my God, is she beautiful.
This was when I really started to kind of like,
use the word less. I was even worse in my 20s by using watch any episode of The Hills.
lose trust in some people. I was out one night with my friend Kendall and Nick was there. And we were all sitting together. We were at a club and we were all sitting together.
Typical 2008 behavior, doing coke at a club.
But Kendall,
I hate how she says that.
Acted like she was taking a photo of just me and her, right? And Nick is in it next to me, but like he's not looking at the camera.
He's like, please don't take pictures. I have like 4 other girls I'm banging.
Because everyone thought it was a picture of me and Kendall. Kendall sold this picture for $2,500. And it's not even a good picture.
Living in the past. Talk about being a mother. Talk about like being on a dating app like Raya or whatever the famous ones are. You come up so bitter.
So it was a picture of Kendall and I. Cut Kendall out of the photo, so it looks like it's just a picture of Nick and I, but you
It's kind of funny.
can tell like it's an awful photo. In fact, it doesn't even look like we're really together. It looks like they took two pictures of us
Because that's what they did.
and put them next to each other. That was kind of like the first real sense of betrayal that I felt of like,
Have you ever betrayed anybody, or is it everybody is betraying you? Because narcissism always thinks that everybody's betraying them, but they're also betraying people as well.
like, oh wow, I'm not even safe with my people I think are my friends.
If everybody's screwing you, literally and figuratively, because you got a huge body count, but I'm not talking about sex. If everybody is literally screwing you in life, you might have a problem where it's a you problem, where that's what you're manifesting. I used to have that problem in my life, and I looked at who I was hanging out with, and I made a change.
That is also LA to a degree, I would say. It's hard to meet really good, genuine people. But that was like my introduction to just shadiness.
Shadiness. There you go. I should just have a segment called Cloud Chasing Woman of the Day, and it would just be Kristin Cavallari. It would be Grace O'Malley, Brianna Chicken Fry, other people.
Happy hour. Happy hour.